Hi, I am Jessica Millett Arnett, and today I'm going to be talking about intermittent fasting. Now, this is something that you may have been hearing floating around the internet lately, um, and it's something that I have recently begun experimenting with myself. And so I'd like to just tell you all a little bit about my experience and a little bit about it and why I feel like it is beneficial for your health and your digestion. So, intermittent fasting is essentially fasting for short periods of time more frequently. Now, when a lot of people think of the term fast, they think of something that has to be long, 10 days or longer. And while those are definitely have their place and they can be really beneficial for certain people at certain times, it's also nice, I think, to incorporate something that's a little bit more doable into people's lives. And I can say this from my own experience that fasting, it takes a certain amount of, gosh, how do I put it? It takes a certain amount of mental focus and ability to do that while you're still performing your everyday activities, especially if one of those activities is to care for children and feed them, to feed a family. It can be really difficult to fast. But what I've noticed is that doing this intermittent style of fasting, so what something like this would look like would be starting off in the evening, eating your dinner at 6 o'clock and then not eating anything again the rest of the night. Now, the first few days, if you're feeling a little hungry, you can have some drinks. Sometimes I'll have a little smoothie thing in the evening, or you can drink spirulina in some water, or you can have some kind of a kombucha or some kind of drink like that, but staying away from anything solid that's going to require your digestive tract to do a lot of work. Then the next morning, you wake up and you only have liquids, and that can include some kind of a green drink or again, some kind of smoothie, but only things that are already in a liquid form until noon that day. Then at noon, you eat your largest meal of the day. So if there's anything that contains meat or dairy or a lot of ingredients, things that are going to be difficult for not only the stomach to digest, but then the small intestine to get the minerals and the vitamins and things from it, and then for your colon to expel it, you want to stick with, so that's your best time for doing that because that's when the digestive fire is the strongest. So then you snack and eat whatever you might want to for the next 6 hours or until dinner time, and then you eat your dinner and then you do the same thing. So I've been doing this for the last little while, and I can let you in on a few secrets. One is that while it may feel uncomfortable the first couple of times, or even just the first time, that you don't eat anything after dinner, especially if you're somebody who's in the habit of staying up late, you get to a point where you're legitimately hungry. So I feel like sometimes the intermittent fasting also helps people to have a different sort of schedule, one that's more in keeping with the natural circadian rhythm and the natural rhythms of life. So let's say that, but that first night you might be hungry. If you can push past that, you'll wake up the next morning and you won't be nearly as hungry as if you had eaten something. When we eat late at night, you're always hungrier earlier. Well, maybe not always, but I feel that way, and I know a lot of other people do as well. So basically the best thing is to just start one day, just not restrict yourself too, because I've noticed that with me at least, that it's really important for me during the hours of noon and 6 p.m. I don't count calories, and I'm definitely trying to stay within a certain weight, but I don't count calories during that time. And I don't eat junk either. But within the normal range of what I eat, I allow myself to eat as much and as frequently as I want to during that period of time, which sometimes is more and sometimes it's not that much. But because I want to feel that ability to feel full, right? But then it's okay for me to take that time from about, 7 o'clock, 6:45 till the next morning at noon. It's much easier for me to take that time and to not feel the need to eat anything solid. So if you've had questions about intermittent fasting, this might give you an idea. And if you have more questions about it and would like to ask them, you can comment here or you can comment on the post here on whatever social media you happen to be watching this on. And yeah, that's about it. Everybody have a great day.